Welcome to the first series of the training stuff, the basic training. And the first thing, I know it doesn't make any sense to anybody at the moment, is we're going to look at ships and fitting ships and using the ships for what they're intended for. So basically, ships are like tools. You have a mechanic fix an engine, use a screwdriver to undo screws, use pliers to pull things out or shut things, he uses spanners to loosen bolts or tighten them, and that's pretty much the same for ships as well. So I'm on a character which is a Mimitar, so this basically goes for everybody. What you want to do is you want to open your ship tree. If you don't have your ship tree on your Neocom toolbar, you can go to click on the Neocom at the top, then ships, ship tree, and you just drag it from there into that bar. You might just well do it because you're going to need it a lot or use it a lot. Right, so as you can see, my character is very new. Like you, it's only got the basic stuff, and we're going to have a bit of a look at what ships do. So we entered the game in a Reaper, which is only a tiny little ship. It's not very good, and we want to upgrade because we want to do some PvE. So this is the options we have here for an upgrade. It's the Frigate, so you got the Rifter. You can see the Rifter there is a ship that has bonuses to small projectile turrets. And next door we have one that's the same, light missiles and rockets. And he has also, or she, the ship can also give you 7.5% bonus to shield boosters. Then we have a Logi ship, which is a ship, basically the field medic. This repairs other ship shields, that's why it gets a bonus for remote shield boosters, and also a distance there, or a fall of distance increase of 300%. Then you got the Probe. Probe is your exploration ship. You can look at the things up here and it'll tell you sort of what goes on. It says there's shield or armor. Can be shield or armor fitted. Oh, I have my own thing on that I'll show you in a minute. And this has got increased stuff for scanning, signatures down, hacking cans, relic sites and data sites, and also increased virus. So when you do the actual hacking, there's an increase to your virus, which you apply. Then you got the Vigil, Mr. Slasher. That's for a good bonus there for propulsion jamming. So it's when you want to catch somebody or slow somebody down. Whips and scrams and disruptors. Well, you'll hear me sometimes say long point, short point, and long point is a warp disruptor, short point is a scrambler. So that's what that ship's for. So that's known as a tackle ship. I don't even know. No, they said tackling. There you go. So they do give you some indications now at the top of what the ship's used for. Also, you got the Vigil, which is a target painter. What does it say here? So target painting. Disruption system that increases enemy signature radius. Makes it easier to hit. Cool. So yeah, that's what that does. And this is basically the same stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the fit. I've already bought and fitted the Rifter, which I will gladly leave behind. And we'll go through the ships and how to buy it. So first of all, you have to be, best place to be is at a trade up, which the trade ups is Reigns, Heck, the Dixie, Amar, and Tita. Tita is the biggest. I'll link them all down below anyway for you. And that's basically the stuff you want to buy. You'll definitely find it there, and probably at a better price. Obviously, you'll find that some trade-ups is cheaper than others. If you want to do the travel, then by all means travel. But for the sake of the trading, we'll just do it here. So I'm looking at what ship I would like to fly, and I think I don't even know if I can use this. Oh, I can use it, yeah. Can I use like missiles? No. Can I use rockets? No. Okay. Can I use that one? Yes, I can, but it's not really a routing ship, so we'll just go for the Rifter. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate the Rifter. And it's going to give us some ghostly image of the Rifter there, and then we're going to start looking at how to fit it. So they reckon the Rifter is an armor of shields. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to look on the side here and see it's got 495 HP for shields, 517 HP for armor. So and if you look at the resistance across the board, I'm much more inclined to go for the armor than for the shield. Okay, so first of all we're going to look at guns. So easy way to get that is to just click on the description on the guns, and we're going to slap on some beauties. Let's do the Galen machine gun 150, so if they got bigger ones. Repeating cannon, 200 repeating cannon, we'll do those. Yeah, we'll do those. Okay, just make sure that you got them all the same, because if they're not the same you're gonna have troubles to group them later. So we got them there, and we're gonna stick some ammo. The ammo we're gonna use is EMP small. We can drop that there to fill up the guns, and we'll drop it down on this little ship down here that says cargo hold. And then we click on that ship, and we're gonna say there, let's go mad, let's buy 3,000. Okay, so now we know our guns is fitted. We know we got the ammo for the guns. Now we're gonna go towards the low slots. So first of all, in low slots, and people can argue with me till they're blue in the face. First thing of all, fit the damage control. So we're going to use the FIFA compact control, and what this does is it manages your resistance. So grants a bonus to resistance of shields, armor and hull. Okay, so it's going to make your tank better. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fit something nice and cheap. We're going to fit a multi-spectrum coating, which will keep for fitting reasons, that will keep your CPU and your power down, because as you start fitting the ships, your CPU and your power grid will start to run out the more modules you fit, or the more powerful modules you fit. And if you've got not very good fitting skills, you'll end up not be able to fit them at all, or you'll run short. Also, another thing to check is that you're stable. This is your capacitor, and while you use your ship, when you're out fighting, you run out of capacitor. Any modules that needs capacitor to run will turn off. So we haven't got any of them on the ship anyway, so that's fine, except for the prop one, which we'll put on in a sec. Right, so we got that in there. We're gonna then put, just for argument's sake, we're gonna put some steel plates on there. That'll give us a bit more tank. Oh, I can actually use those steel plates. I didn't know you can use the steel plates. T2 steel plates, but in any case, there you go. So if you can't fit T2, you can use T1. What I mean by T1 and T2 is tier 1, like that one, and tier 2, which has got this that triangle with the two thingies in there. Right, and then we need a gyro gyro stabilizer, which will increase the DPS of the ship, so the damage will increase. Then we're gonna go to the rigs, and now we're gonna start thinking about our ship and what's going on, and so on and so forth. And we can see when we look on the side there where our armor is under defense, our resistances. So we got 60, 69 for EM, 49 for thermal, 45 for kinetic, and 29 for explosive. So we're going to click here on the side to filter rig slots and subsystem slots, and we're going to type in try for Trimark, and we're going to look at the small Trimark pump, and we're going to put one of them in, and we're going to put another one of them in. So all of a sudden that 500 HP we had is now over 1000 HP, but we still have that resistance that's worrying me, so that resistance needs to sort itself out, and we're going to put the explosive in there, explosive. What is going on? It's not doing it. There we go. I hope if I spell it right. So small, explosive, reinforced T1. And now you can see that our resistance is now going up to 50. So if we've taken some explosive damage, then we will be alright. So this is fairly good Omni tank. Right. Now that we got the tank sorted, we got the gun sorted, now we need to look at the extras. Right, first things first, we need to go fast. So we got two choices. We can go for a warp drive, or we can go for an afterburner. Difference between them is, afterburner you'll go a lot faster, they use a lot more cap, but when you get scrammed, it will turn off and you're screwed, you can't move. Where with a afterburner you can still move. So I prefer afterburners, and we're going to click the mid slot for that, and we're just going to choose this 1MN YTAC S8 compact afterburner, and you'll see now our speed is increased to 700. Then something to give us a bit of a hand, we're going to put a web on there. A web slows things down, and it enables you to more easily shoot stuff, and it might not be a bad idea to put two of them on there, because then it can slow them down even further. But this is just a basic fit to show you the fitting and how to fit for what the ship does. So we got the guns, we got the tank, and what we're going to do now is you're going to buy the ship, climb into the ship, get to this screen, and you're going to say fit, and it will come up and say buy all these modules, and you buy them all. Actually, let's just buy it right there. Let's just do it so you can see how to do it. Right, so we're going to minimize this for a sec. You can simulate. No, I don't want to simulate. Sorry, that's not what I want to do. I want to show info and market details, and we can see there's loads for sale. 3 jumps away, 6 jumps away, 5 jumps away. We want some that's in the station, so we can see that's in the station. We're going to double click on it, and we're going to say buy, and what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our Rifter, change the name. Don't leave the name there, change it. It's such a noob thing to fly with a ship with a name, with your name on there. So we've changed the ship, we're climbing into it. We then go back to our fetting screen, we can say fetch ship and buy all, and it should have everything in stock if you're in a trade up. It's going to cost me 5.6 mil, and I'm going to say buy and fit. Yes, and there we go. So now we've got a ship, we can group the guns, and we can drag the ammo to the ship, and that should fill it up with ammo, and we are ready to go. So that's the basics of fitting a ship. If you have any questions, feel free to join us in game on the EOIXX space pub. I'll just do it here so you can see it. So it's EOIXX space pub. You can join the channel. You can see I'm in the channel there now, and we'll be in there, and we'll be able to give you a hand if you need some help. I'll drop that down in the description, or you can ask me on here. So thank you very much. This is the first video. I know it's not very exciting, but the next one we'll take this ship out and go shoot some stuff with it and see how it goes.